Thank you. Gentlemen, New Hampshire went from having a dozen or 2 dozen COVID cases a day over the summer to now 70 to 100 cases a day in the last week. Governor Sununu, you have said that we should expect that as children go back to school and United Staters spend less time outside, cases would rise. But now what should happen? Should the state return to the restrictions it had? Fewer people allowed in restaurants and stores, state departments like the DMV scaling back, private gatherings limited to 10 people or fewer. Is it time to kind of reverse the opening of the state?
You know, when we first entered the pandemic in March, there was no playbook. We had very little resources. We didn't have testing. We didn't have PPE. We didn't have so many of the capabilities that we were able to build as a team, which puts us in a much more advantageous position today. So we wrote the playbook, and I think we did a great job as a team, right? Working with everyone from the Division of Public Health, working with our businesses to reopen in a smart and safe way and to have this very successful summer that we've had. And as was mentioned, yes, we've always known the numbers were going to go up. Universities are coming back. Schools are coming back. It's getting a little colder out there. We're all staying a little more inside. But it doesn't mean we have to go back to where we were in March. Now, there are still some restrictions we could put in place down the road. We could still play those hands, but we are far, far away from where we were. Let's remember, we have maybe just over a dozen folks in hospital beds. And what we're really trying to do is manage that overburden on the healthcare system. We've done a great job, and there's no reason we can't keep up our success.
And Senator, same question, please.
Well, the most important thing in a pandemic is our healthcare system, without a doubt. And, you know, for years as a legal aid lawyer, I battled health insurance industry to get access to health care for Granite Staters, working families, did the same thing in the state Senate, delivering real results, prescription drug relief, Medicaid expansion, working to expand health care access. That's what we got to be focused on right now. While I was taking it to the health insurance industry, quite frankly, Chris Sununu has taken over $100,000 in corporate contributions from the health insurance industry. Chris Sununu, like Donald Trump, supports the repeal of Obamacare, has worked, like Donald Trump, to restrict access to safe, legal abortion. And Chris Sununu, just like Donald Trump, will have you believe everything is fine. Donald Trump gives himself an A+, Chris Sununu gives himself the gold standard. Everything isn't fine. We got to lift people up, working families and working people, and fight to stabilize and strengthen our healthcare system.
Governor, you were invoked. Take 30 seconds.
Sure. So obviously everything isn't fine. We're in the middle of a worldwide pandemic, and the folks of this state have done an incredible job. I know my opponent likes to invoke my name and this idea that we're against health care and all of this. At the end of the day, I'm one of the few Republican governors in the country that are actually fighting to keep the Affordable Care Act in the U.S. Supreme Court today. New Hampshire is on the lawsuit today, fighting to keep the Affordable Care Act. I'm one of only 4 or 5 Republican governors bucking the trend, because to throw that system out wouldn't make any sense. So it's actually happening today. I know Dan likes to make an easy political statement that sounds nice, but the facts are the facts.
Well, Governor, these are your own words. In 2016, when you ran for governor for the first time, you ran on a platform of repealing Obamacare. In fact, when you were asked why you support Donald Trump, you said, I support Donald Trump because he would finally actually end horrible programs like Obamacare. On the Executive Council, you voted in 2012 to turn down the Obamacare healthcare exchange, and in 2017, you cheerled the effort to repeal Obamacare without a replacement. Fortunately, Senator Hassan, Senator Shaheen, along with the late Senator John McCain, turned that down, even though you called it a huge win, and they gave you and Trump a huge loss. So you can't rewrite history on a debate stage in an election year. So why is my name the only one
on the lawsuit in the U.S. Supreme Court? Why is the state of New Hampshire fighting to keep it? Why did I empower the Attorney General in the U.S. Supreme Court today to fight it?
You can do an election year filing if you want, but the reality is you support the process moving forward on Judge Barrett, who has a long history of opposing Obamacare. You support Trump and the justices that are going to overrule Obamacare. And you have a long history in opposition to Obamacare. It's documented. I don't understand why you can even stand here tonight and say otherwise. So we have to protect Obamacare and strengthen it for working class folks. And you know what? If Obamacare is repealed, it's going to fall to the states. And you ought to trust you have a governor that fights for health care. And I've fought for health care every step of the way as a legal aid attorney in the state Senate, and will do the same as governor.
We're going to be able to get to a lot of topics, gentlemen. We want to move on to our next question.